This is how we do it. Do.
I use Jewish lightning and get off scot-free. I could make a Buddhist fight me, and he lost teeth. I don't know, I gotta work on that last scene.
Now explain Jewish lightning. I just told you what it was.
Jewish lightning is
when you own
insurance fraud.
Yes, exactly. When you commit insurance fraud, yes.
Trust me, I understood immediately once you said. I was like, oh, okay, I get this now.
Yeah, well, because you're Jewish. Yeah, Jewish lightning.
I like it.
Fucking, this is the podcast. We started. This is podcast number 10. It's just me and Dom today. No Jared. We don't know, actually. We don't know where the fuck he is. He's been gone for a couple days. Now, to get on a serious note, if you guys have seen Jared anywhere, just tell him we're worried.
I still want my $100, but we're worried.
Don't fucking... He's not gonna come back a fucking... Alright, listen. Fucking... Jared's gone. He got in with the wrong people. And... I don't think they're gonna let him go.
Yeah, those Smurfs, man.
Either they got him, or he ran away. Now, at this point...
Are you talking like the 12 Disciples type shit?
No, it's the 7 Horsemen.
Oh, do you know what I'm talking about, 12 Disciples, though?
Do you know what I'm talking about, 7 Horsemen? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
12 Disciples, they used to fucking follow around Grateful Dead back when they were on tour, and then now they just follow around like fish and stuff. No, but they're a cult. Oh, like, they're basically... they're not a bad cult in the sense that, like, the worst thing they do is they have child slavery, almost.
Yeah.
In the sense that they get you to come on their van or whatever, they give you tea, they talk to you, they're super nice.
Yeah.
And they try to get you to pretty much stay on it with them.
Oh, okay.
And then how you make up for it, though, is they have, across the country, they have a bunch of little coffee shops and shit.
Yeah.
And you can live on the van and stuff with them, but sometimes when they stop, you basically gotta work in the coffee shops and, like, help sell and, like, promote. And so that's what they say it's child slavery, because you have like a 12-year-old kid and he's working in the coffee shop or whatever. But like, I don't know, they're just doing a bunch of weird hippie shit.
Well, my dad told me a story about when he was 13 and he was hitchhiking to California. And this is back in the day when you could hitchhike. Now, fucking, you'd get fucked with by cops the whole way. And you'd just be like, bro, I'm just trying to fucking hitchhike. And they'd be like, well, yeah, it's illegal and this fucking, it's all stupid now. Anyway, probably for the better, though. A bunch of people getting raped and whatnot. But he said he was hitchhiking to California, and he got picked up by this couple. And they were like, he said, could you take me to something in California? And they were like, yeah, no problem. We could take you, but we could take you tomorrow. And tonight you could come stay with us, or stay, in our fucking compound or whatever. And, we'll feed you and whatnot. And my dad was like, yeah, a meal, that sounds good. And they said that they're gonna...
Oh my god, Jared's what the fuck? They let you go?
Or did you leave?
Did they kick you out?
What did you do?
How do you get kicked out?
Where were you?
I was to check it out. I went to go pick up cigarettes, right?
Oh, okay. Fucking.
Walked outside.
Yeah, Dad. Tell me more.
Walked outside. Walked in. When you get my pack of cigarettes, it was all good. Walking back out, bumped into this guy, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, my man." And he was all like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Fuck you looking at me? I fucking help you." Then he pulled out a gun, and I'm like, "Why the fuck do you got a gun, R. Kelly, walking around with a fucking Beretta?"
Yeah.
And he's all like, "Ah!" I'm like, "I don't know what you're saying. What is this?" Next thing I know, I'm getting pushed into a black van. I'm getting driven around for a while, and I'm just like, "Ah!" Until they brought me back home. So here I am.
Joyrides are fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyways, back to the story. Now that Jared's back and decided to fucking join us after getting kidnapped like a douchebag.
Not bad.
Didn't even bring us anything. Got himself a Mountain Dew on the way. Damn.
Yeah, this couldn't have been that bad.
I was already buying the gas station.
That's
They
clutch.
let me have a Mountain Dew, my cigarettes. Like,
That's some bullshit. Anyways, my dad. Fucking. So, yeah, he was like, a meal sounds great, and they're gonna take me, sure. And I think he ran away at 13, but I think at this point he was like 14 or something. But he was really young. And so they took him to this compound, and he told them that he was 18. And I guess at his age he looked like he was fucking 8. He looked a lot older, he said. And so they were like, oh, nice. So they take him back to this compound, and he said that they were all living there. It was like a hippie type thing. and that they were cool. Like, they were cool. They fed him and stuff. But he ended up staying there for a week. But they were talking to him. They were like trying to convince him to stay. They were like, Michael, his name's Michael too. And they were like, Michael, why, we'll take you tomorrow, no problem. But why, why do you want to go out? Whatever their ideology was, like, why do you want to go back out there to the world where this and this, like, we're trying to build something, and he was telling me all this shit. I'm like, damn, like, what are you doing? He said that he was planning on just running away in the middle of the night, but he said he was so, like, they drove, from the main roads, they drove, like, off the main road, like, for a while, so he didn't know where he was, but he was still planning on leaving, and he said shit was starting to get, kind of sketchy, like, and, not dangerously, but just, like, they were a cult, like, it was a fucking real-ass cult he was staying at. And I guess what had happened is how he ended up leaving is and he doesn't remember if he told them or what, he probably told them. Oh yeah, he told the people who brought him, the couple, he came out and told them that he was his real age, that he was 14. And I guess that kind of freaked them out a little bit, because they were like, well, if he was 18, that's different, but we have a minor.
Yeah, we kidnapped a kid, kind
of. We have a minor in our possession, so I guess they were like, immediately, they were like, oh, okay, no problem, like, let's take you, let's go. And he was meeting his friends, like, somewhere else. Oh, that's what happened. They were hitchhiking together. It was 3 of them, and then the fools rolled up, and they only had room for 1. So he took the ride. He said, "I'll meet you in wherever in 2 days or whatever."
What?
Yeah. So he went off and had this whole adventure. They took him, and he found his fucking friends. This is before cell phones or internet or anything. I'm like, geez, like, what an adventure. But yeah, cults, man, and that's why we decided to start our own cult.
Don't call it a cult.
Oh, no.
But that's cultivating community.
Hold on, that's a whole different subject. What I really want to talk about now is our new organization, our foundation. This is completely unrelated. I just remembered about this, but but we do have a foundation. You know what's bullshit is that, what's fucking bullshit? Now I'm getting serious. Fucking every time you go to buy something. Now, like, everywhere you fucking go, they're like, would you like to donate $1 to blah, blah, blah?
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
It's like everywhere now.
No, and then fucking Facebook, every time it's someone's birthday, like, look, Facebook, I get it, it's your birthday, I appreciate that Facebook reminds me, but when everyone's like, oh, I have this charity, if I fucking donated to every charity for everyone's fucking birthday, I'd be fucking broke.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck about none of your shit.
I don't give a fuck about any foundation, and this is why. Because any owner of a foundation is a fucking retarded millionaire. Like, they have books, and they have huge-ass mansions, or they live really, really well, which it's kind of ridiculous. Like, I just think now it is even more sketchier that they're asking you, everywhere you go, they're asking you to donate to a foundation. It always has a sad name.
Well, no, so
do you want to donate
the drama with Wyclef Jean back when he was like trying to run up for like president of Haiti or some shit?
Mm-mm.
So first off, he had a big charity, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's awesome! He's helping out his community and all that." And there was a bunch of money going to all that. Well, the issue about it was when he was campaigning and all that, he was literally bringing in like fucking rappers and fucking other singers up, and like not just like his friends, like people that he's paying them $10,000 to come and perform and all that. And he's using that all under charity money.
Yeah, the charity.
And so he basically spends millions.
Yeah.
And there's like almost nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
It was all like really to fund him, but under the guise of him like helping Haiti.
Yeah.
And like there's some controversy with it, and he claims that like he had no one. He could have just been a really shitty president and just didn't know how to properly spend his money, but I really think he was just embezzling basically.
Well, here's the thing about any foundation is it's one of those things we were talking about the other day. It's like one of those things that's like not a scam, but it kind of fucking is a scam. Because like, say we started a charity, and I've looked into this heavily. Back in the day, I went through a whole period where I was heavily trying to start a foundation because I knew it was a scam. I was like intentionally trying to scam, and I was like, all I have to do is start a foundation to scam. And I used to think really fucked up, but like I looked into all of it, and you have to like get permits, you have to do all sorts of things, you have to send things in, qualify and whatnot to be like an official like foundation. But say we started a foundation, like we could raise fucking tens, 20s, thousands of dollars for any sort of good cause, but when it comes down to paying the employees, and we start it and we're the owners and we're paying ourselves, you know, it might start off like, okay, we're gonna make $20 an hour and we're gonna work, you know, we put 5 hours a day into it, we kind of do it like that. And then after a while, like after the money starts pouring the fuck in, especially when we get a contract with Whole Foods, who's sitting there like, oh, would you like to donate $1 to the Fucked Up Kids with Fucked Up Faces Foundation? And it make people feel bad, and they're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden we look at our fucking bank account, you know, the business one, and all of a sudden we're like, whoa, does that say $1 million right there? And then what do you think we're gonna start paying ourselves after that? Then after a few years, you know what I mean? It just fucking gets out of control, and then eventually we're like, well, we help thousands and thousands of people, which we do, but then we're living in a fucking big ass thing. So that's why I never donate to them. If you really want to fucking help someone out by donating money, like turn to your left, turn to your right, like help someone fucking next to you, like. I'm not giving a single fucking dollar.
No, my biggest thing is like if I donate to the thing, I want to because I choose to, not because you just sprung it on me.
Yeah, sprung it on me and asked me.
Right.
And then on top of that,
and especially because I just dropped $100 on all this fucking shitty food.
Yeah.
So it's clear that I could spare that dollar, but fuck you, that's my dollar.
it's just kind of dumb that they're doing it so many more places now. Like
No,
it
it's
used
like
to be
everywhere.
It's like everywhere. It's so ridiculous.
No, I always get asked.
I got asked on my fucking haircut where they fucked up my haircut, by the way. I got asked there, like when I went to pay, she was like, would you like to donate $1 to the Fucked Up Children's Foundation with Fucked Up Faces? And I was like, no, like, I do not, thank
I'm
you.
a fucked up guy with a fucked up haircut.
Yeah,
I
I couldn't tell. See, my glasses were off, and then I'm looking in the mirror. She's like, "Is that good?" My hair's all wet because she sprayed it and she put it all up, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And then I went home, showered, and they were all in the back trying to watch football. She was pissed off that I fucking came and interrupted.
See, that was a spite haircut she gave you.
It was like she was pissed, and look what they did to the dude. Look at that's retarded right there. Like, look. Look at that shit. Look, and then look even right here. Like, do you see all that? You see, bro.
You know what happened? She was listening to the game in her earbuds, and then she's like, and he spiked the ball. And she was like, ah! And she was like, oh fuck.
See, now most of the time, and I went in sober today, but most of the time I go in to get a haircut, I'm high. I'm high as fuck, and I hate fucking talking. And I fucking. When I'm high as shit, like I'm listening to something in my car, and I'm like, fuck, I have to stop listening to this, so I have to go in there, and like, I want to be listening to it. I'm almost tempted just to be like, hey, like, sorry, but can I just keep my fucking earphones in? You just not fucking talk to me at all? Like, I really want to do that. Hopefully we get to a point in the future.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, dog. You go to a barber shop, you get really cool with one of them, and you can just be straight up, just be like, hey, man, straight up, I don't really care for the small talk or whatever. Yeah. I have anxiety. Do you care if I just spit? As long as you tip them well, dude will be so down for it. I promise you.
Okay, good. See, that's what I'm gonna have to start doing.
That's what I'm saying. Legends Barbershop, dog. Yeah. It's down off nearby the Goodwill. I got recommended it by the black guy at my work, and he always has crazy good line game. His shit's always on point.
I've been there a couple times.
I'm gonna have to try that shit out. Yeah. My cousins, they go all the way to fucking East Aurora to this spot, and they do some crazy shit there. But I'm like, nah, I don't, because they get haircuts like every 2 weeks. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. One of the guys I work with, he gets his hair like trimmed or whatever every week. He gets like his facial stuff.
Every week.
He gets his fucking nails and all that, like regularly. I'm like, god damn, but I don't hate on it.
I don't hate. I wish
if I had that money and time to fucking be able to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah, dude. I would love to have pretty ass fucking fingers.
Come out with the fucking perm, dumb extra perm that's all fucking popped out. The extra perm, because you already pretty much got the fucking perm.
I know, that's what's hilarious. Is straight up my mom asked if I had a perm when she first saw my hair.
Really?
Because I never did it as a kid. My hair straight up 3-4 inches, I'm like, nah, fuck it, cut it.
Yeah.
And then
so she never knew your hair was curly. That's hilarious. That's funny. Oh my god.
Anyways, into some music shit.
Yeah. Okay, into some music shit.
So, first off, let's talk some records. Numbers.
Yes.
Units moved. Guess how many units T.I. moved with his album. It's his 10th album.
Hold on.
First album he dropped.
Is this the one with Dave Chappelle in it?
Dave Chappelle's in it?
Yeah, didn't you hear him in the beginning? He's like, we about to make some beautiful music, like...
Oh, yeah, I think he is, because I didn't listen to all of it, I will say.
Yeah.
I was just talking It's Engine, so if you had to guess, it's his 10th album, first album in 4 years that he's dropped.
What's up, yo?
What's up?
Berg's here. He got kidnapped and now
You got kidnapped as well. Oh my god, the woman in the black man.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna have to move cat. Watch out, kitty. Go, twosies. Get down. Have a seat, bud.
Thanks, man.
Alright, what's up?
Damn.
I'm happy to see your fucking face.
You guys are lucky. We just barely kind of started. Damn, and everyone fits in the frame already. We're
Look at
good.
this.
Nice.
We still recording right there?
Yes,
you
sir.
see it going?
We're good,
and then
we're good.
does it go up to 0? Does it say 0 with gravy? Yep, we're good.
Yep,
All right.
Yep, we good.
Alright, so, again, if you had to guess, T.I.
Hold on, no, repeat it. So we're guessing how many units
How many
T.I.
units he sold in
moved.
his first week, or at least projected, because his official first week isn't done. But how many? It's his 10th album, first one in 4 years, and I will say it did not get too much promo. Or at least I know about it because I tried to keep up on it.
I didn't until I just saw some random thing on Facebook, so I kind of knew about it. But I will guess 125,000.
Less.
Okay, 75.
Less.
Damn.
2,000 or 20,000 and
25,000.
Right.
And that is
it good,
utterly. I thought it was, from what I heard, I enjoyed it. He has this one song with Watch the Duck, and he's a really dope fucking artist. He has fucking a song with what's his name, Meek Mill, and they just have some great energy. It wasn't bad. The thing I will say is T.I. has not adapted or evolved any of his style since his southern, old school, and so I think that's really what hurt me. There's no hits on this. There's nothing for anyone to care about, and he hasn't done anything enough to stay relevant. He co-signed Iggy, and that hurt him. So
I think he is one of those type of people that is heavily like an owner of his.
yeah. As of now, I think he needs to step back, run the business, fucking try to put on. He has that one really dope artist, Chance Lee, I was showing you, like. Just step back from it, run the record label, or, you're part of it.
Yes.
Stop making music because he's outdated.
He's damn, bro. It was kind of harsh at the end, but okay.
Yeah, well, when you only do 25,000.
I mean, put yourself in his position too. You like making music. Okay, you might not come out with the best shit, but you want to come out with something, and you come out with something. I mean,
I will say he did have good wordplay and bars in it.
Yeah. Or, here's the second. I mean, it might have been, what if that was the best he could possibly do?
Yeah.
I mean, So, was it like, did it have an R&B vibe?
No.
Okay.
It's definitely like T.I. Southern fucking Atlanta.
Okay. You guys have not smoked this bowl since
surprising
yesterday.
number. I won't talk about Wayne too much, but do you want to guess how much Wayne did?
You told me.
I did.
Wasn't it like 250,000?
Way more than that.
470.
Yeah.
400 something.
Yeah, it was like 490 or some shit like that.
That's
which
cool.
Is insane.
Even with that Kanye tweet that was like really disgusted me, the one where he was like, fucking.
Man, I'm so happy. Apparently Kanye deleted all of his social media, so hopefully we won't hear from him until Yandhi comes out.
Gandhi.
Did you hear what Pete Davidson said about him from SNL?
I did not.
He just, because he was there that night, I guess, or because fucking Kanye on that whole rant that he had or whatever, I saw a little bit more of it, and he was like, I got bullied backstage telling me not to wear this hat, I got bullied, trying to fucking play the victim card and shit, and Pete Davidson came out on fucking social media and he was like, bullied, like nobody bullied you, you wore that hat all week and no one said anything to you. He's like, I wish I would have bullied you. And then he said something like having what's bipolar? It's
Kanye.
having a psychological disability doesn't give you an excuse to be an ass, to be a jackass, is what he said.
No.
And I guess that's what he was doing. Like, it would just be so fucking you know what's funny is fucking how, like, Kanye, a lot of people think Kanye is, like, a voice for, like, black people and things. Like, he's, like, a big prominent voice for black people. And he's not even black anymore. He hasn't been black in years.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fucking millionaire who thinks I don't want to say thinks, but who claims he has bipolar, which fucking, how many black people do you hear, like, oh, bro, I got schizophrenia? Like, you never hear that shit. Like, that was only, like, prominently, like, white people and American culture. Yeah. Kanye's not even fucking black anymore. Like, how the fuck... Anyways, Moving on.
I feel kind of bad for Kanye.
He
He does
won.
it to himself.
Make Kanye black again.
Make Kanye
You heard it here first.
Yo, we need to make shirts. See, that's the type of thing, like, when this podcast starts getting a little more spread and stuff, like, that's the type of thing on the spot. We could be like, coming next week, motherfuckers! Yeah. We have the shirt on our merch page. Dan, you guys, Kamozo is playing 28th, right?
Yeah, Lion's Lair.
Where is that?
That's off of Colfax.
What kind of venue is that?
I honestly don't know. I've never been there.
Word up.
I'm assuming it's probably a pretty cool club, bar.
Yes.
Come, have
Okay.
some drinks. Halloween weekend.
Yes,
Should be a good time.
I'm definitely.
Costumes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go catch that. That's on a Monday. If I don't have too much work going on, I want to go catch that on Wednesday. That Wednesday on Halloween, we have a show at Cervantes. It's gonna be dope as shit. Jared might come rap. Always a nice special guest. Dom will not because he hasn't written anything.
Whoa, I actually been writing, so
Okay, good.
suck my motherfucking balls.
I'll skip.
I actually have 2 songs that I need to record with Jared, and I've been writing for Fuck You Looking At.
Fuck you looking at. Okay, good. I just want to give you shit. I went and saw Glitch Mob last night. They were fucking intense. They were amazing. It was fucking unbelievable.
They are dope.
Yeah, I didn't hear them play really any of their new shit. They
Nice.
off their new album, which was surprising. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a whole, but really what they were debuting when they came to Colorado, like they were debuting their Blade 2.0 equipment is what it's called, and it is insane. I don't know if you guys have ever seen their shows or know kind of what they're about.
I saw them at Red Rocks.
I saw them at Red Bro.
Were you at the Chromeo show?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. No, I was there when Glitch Mob. The headliners were Dog Blood.
Okay.
I don't know if Chromeo was there. You're saying Chromeo was the headliner?
Yeah, for the show I went to and I saw them, they opened up for Chromeo.
I mean, I've seen Chromeo at Red Rocks.
Did you see them this year?
Was that this year you're talking about?
Yeah, it was a couple months ago.
Wait, Glitch Mob?
Yeah, Glitch Mob and Chromeo.
Oh, okay. No, I missed that show. But, I did hear about, yeah, so I didn't go to that, but I went to the Ogden
Are you
last
talking
night.
about how, like, when they're out there, they've got, like, a bunch of people on, like, this weird-looking contraption?
Yeah, so there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
And before this weekend, and it kind of looked the same, but now it's like on a whole different level. But before, what they used to do is they had all this different equipment, and they it's called, like, one of the popular ones is called a lemur, and it's these, it's almost like an iPad, and it just has these buttons, and you could program. It's pretty much like a button pad, like the button pad where you play samples and shit. You could play music.
Anyway, you could give me a set up.
But
$1.
$1, sir.
I'll give you $1. Fuck you. You get 4 more uses for my King Supers card, and that will add up to $1 saved in gas.
Hold on, you always want to use the King Supers card.
We haven't been using it forever, and I didn't realize the points expired.
I'll give you my number. What the fuck?
No,
I want
we're using mine now because we go to King Supers frequently. We just fucked up.
I'm not a
Dude,
gas
those
station point whore.
Those fuel points are a
Oil.
lifesaver, man.
Yeah, with gas.
I love going to King Supers, man.
Yeah.
That's my grocery store.
That's
I'm happy when I go in there. I'm like,
No, I like it. It's
So
a
is
good
it.
blend.
yeah.
There's no
Yes.
like specific race that you like try to be like, oh yep, that's their type of store. Like everyone can go there. It's the melting pot of stores.
This episode brought to you by King Supers and all Kroger. We're Kroger fam here. So anyway, before they debuted it this weekend, it's like a button pad where you play different samples, but it's on an iPad looking thing. And what they do is they turn it towards the crowd, so they're playing it like this, so you can see them like literally playing. I bet you saw some of this. 3 of them like in a row, and then they have drums behind them and shit. And they're doing the music like fucking live. It's really dope. Now they had a company make them like custom equipment, and it's a even bigger screen, and I'm not sure like all the details of it, but the whole setup is called Blade 2.0, and it includes 2 big ass fucking snares behind them. So like in the epic parts of the song, one of them is turned around with drums. He's just like ba ba ba, like it always looks epic. One of them's always doing, and then the other dudes are there playing the things on the thing, like ding ding ding. I have some video of it. It was insane. It was intense. They're really like masters of bass. I really like their style. I went and saw that. Did anyone see the fight last night?
I heard about it.
Yeah, I watched it the next day on YouTube, and I was debating buying the package.
Yeah,
it was like $70, close to that.
I went over to my homie's house and we're watching thing, and it keeps like having some little lags and shit, and I'm like, oh, that's weird, like for it to have some lags. Right. Then it lagged real bad, it stopped completely, and then my homie went down, and he, like, I showed up after it was all playing and shit, and then my homie went down, he fucking pushed the escape button, and then I saw that they were illegally streaming it from a from some site. I was like, oh, word, right on. Shit, which I completely condone 100%. Yeah, because fuck charging for anything. Anyways, the fight was... What?
Free information.
Information should be free. I'm not saying everything should be free. I get making money, but I'm just saying in the age of technology where you can steal everything, like why even bother? Like when we, like especially for our music, I made this decision a while ago. Like fucking, I invest into my music. I haven't made a single dollar from it, but I know that the only money we're gonna make from it isn't even gonna be from the shows. It's just gonna be from merch.
Yeah.
So I've accepted that. Like all of the music is free.
Free for the people.
Free for the people. Because all the corporations are fucking failing anyway.
Fuck the corporations.
Yeah, all fucking...
And mamas.
Yeah. Anyways.
The fight.
4th
round.
Yeah.
Khabib finishes McGregor with a rear naked choke.
Yes.
And then all hell ensues.
Yes.
Khabib throws his fucking mouth guard right at the point of the cage where he wants to jump over, because that's McGregor's like manager or
his coach, one of his jiu-jitsu coach, and then I guess the jiu-jitsu coach was like fucking something, so Khabib jumps over the fucking thing and jumps like straight onto his team. A whole brawl ensues, and then fucking right when that happens, you can see it. I saw another angle from some other cameras. Fucking Conor jumps up like he's going after and shit, but then one of Khabib's boys is right there and Conor punches him. This is on the cage, like a lot of people didn't see this video. Punches him, they jump down, another of Khabib's dudes jumps over and fucking sucker punches Conor right from behind. Fucking
starts wailing on him.
A whole thing breaks out, and fucking Khabib came out with an apology today and said that fucking, and this kind of makes sense to me, but he says that like Conor and his team, they were saying they were crossing the line this whole time. One, with Conor like breaking the fucking glass and all that, but 2, I guess he was talking about their religion and like his father, and to Khabib and from that whole culture, he was like, that is very important to me. And I get that because I know people who are like that, but to Americans and to fucking probably, Conor and his Irish heritage, or I don't know about that, but at least to Americans, that shit don't matter. Like if you know someone's like Christian or whatever and you fucking or talk about their dad or mom, and it doesn't matter here, but I could see that being a huge fucking deal in Russia.
Well, look, McGregor is the king
of talking shit.
He does his research.
Yeah. He knows how to fucking...
He will dig into you at every possible angle.
So I get that, the way Khabib described it. He said, we're all human, we make mistakes, and he acknowledges it was a mistake. And I guess in that moment of passion after winning a fight, and you're like, my adrenaline was raised watching it, so I could just imagine his adrenaline like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker, you want some too, motherfucker, like, let's do this, motherfucker. What's funny is fucking Brendan Schwab, an ex-fighter, he was saying on a podcast that I was watching, he was saying fucking he said, I will not be going to this fight because I fear that it's going to be too violent. And he was on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was like, you're not going to go to the fight because you think violence is going to break out? He was asking him, like, are you crazy? And he's like, yeah. Like, all those Russians, all those Irish, like, this is way more than just a fight now. Like, this is intense. Yeah. And Joe was just like, all right. Like, and then it happened. Like, it all broke out, like, exactly like that. And it was insane to watch. Like,
World at War.
People were fighting at, like, the weigh-in.
Yeah.
At the weigh-in, there was a fight in the crowd.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
just I don't know. Being on one team or the other.
Russian and Irish.
Yeah.
Yo, all that shit was intense and crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm just honestly kind of happy McGregor lost. Because, in my opinion, like, I've seen his fighting style, dude. Not too impressed. Like, he's a good striker. He's good.
That left hand,
But,
man.
dude, right?
That left hand, that's
Let's not forget the McGregor strut.
the McGregor strut.
Everybody's doing it.
McGregor, not anymore.
Well, yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Let me get this hair out of here. Did anyone else see any music?
Oh,
You go first.
okay. I saw Greta Von Fleet last Monday.
Greta Von Fleet.
Yeah, they're kind of they're going for like the Led Zeppelin, you know, like 70s tight pants, you know, like dragon rock or however you want to describe it.
Dragon
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they crush. I mean the energy and like I don't know if you ever heard Greta Von Fleet, but the lead singer has pipes. Like he yells on stage. He is loud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's
So it was crazy as shit.
yeah, it was crazy as shit. I mean it was loud too.
Where was it at?
Fillmore.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
good show.
Man, the Fillmore, the Ogden, the Gothic, the Bluebird, fucking
Cervantes,
Cervantes. Just
Marquis.
and every artist I've been seeing lately has been saying the same thing. And if you look at fucking all the upcoming shows and shit, like everybody's coming. Like everybody's favorite artist is coming to fucking Denver. Denver is a mecca right now.
We're a musical hub.
It's really amazing what's going on. It's straight up like fucking. I saw an article the other day. Like I was saying that fucking yeah, like Denver is a huge hub of music, which is why I feel really lucky to be making music here right now.
Yeah. We have a lot of diverse musicians and scenes and stuff like that too. Everyone's
Yeah.
into something a little bit different.
So,
Yeah.
A lot of different influences and.
It's fucking rad. What were you gonna say, Dom? What do you think?
Atmosphere.
Came out with a new song or
Album.
Album.
It's called Mi Vida Local.
Yeah.
Mi Vida Local.
So the song I will say it's not my most favorite Atmosphere album.
Uh-huh.
It's not bad by any means. I think like lyrically, it's superior to Fishing Blues, like as far as like lyricism and like his complexity. But as far as like song like relatability or like playback listenable, like I don't say that as much. But that's because this album is hella definitely talking a lot about aging, growing up, like fucking dealing with all of that. Like he has a song on there dedicated towards his wife, talking about how like he, you know, misses being able to make love to her whenever and blah 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 because they have kids now and responsibilities and they can't just go party and do stuff like that. And then he has another song, Mijo, and it's dedicated towards his child and how when he takes his last breath he's gonna remember, you know, his child being born and like shit like that. And so it makes me kind of sad because this really might be his last album, and I don't know.
Well, even if it's his last album for now, he's
definitely gonna be featured on singles and
he has a solid
stuff.
career.
There's no way that he will ever not be in the game until he's dead. Because he's the leader of the label too, so you know, I'm sure he's still gonna be at least in the back seat. And,
yeah, well,
like he'll perform Soundset probably every year.
What's crazy is fucking his shows sell the fuck out, like, even now. Because, I mean, on my radar, like, he was big back when I was in high school. Like,
No, yeah, I remember someone showed me him, and I was like, oh, okay, this is, like, rap, but they're playing a guitar. And, like, this was back before, like, when I was still, like, a huge Young Money, Lil Wayne, like, I didn't know good hip-hop, really.
Hold on one second, I need to end this call once it pops up. Whoa!
Intermission.
1 second.
Intervision.
Hello? Hola. Okay, gracias. Okay. Bye. Alright, that tripped me out for a second. Hold on, let me make sure this is still recording.
I think we're
still recording. I mean, we're still recording audio, so it's
Yeah.
true.
But, okay, so Atmosphere. Please go on, Dom.
You said you were talking sells out all the shows.
Yeah, he sells out all his concerts. Back in the day, like, I heard about him in high school. Yep, we're still good. Yes. And it's crazy to hear now, like, fucking, Atmosphere's coming to Red Rocks, and then his show sold the fuck out. And, like, as far as being on my radar, like, I didn't hear him come out with anything, like, epic since way back in the day. Like, he still has the same epic songs from back in the day, that one where he wakes up in some random house and he's all fucked up. Like, I didn't know it got any different. What I think is happening with a lot of groups is, like, the people who loved them back in the day, like, now they're older and now they really want to fucking support him. So now he has this whole career. So even if this is his last album, like, he could tour probably for another fucking 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah, no, because I remember when he announced, when we went last year for Jared's birthday, he did I think it was a 4...
Yeah, it was just like 4 or 5 mini
just all in Colorado. Like, he did 2 at the Fillmore and then, like, one at the Black Sheep or something. Yeah. But, and all of them, like, sold out, like, that day.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane.
See, and that was probably the catalyst to him getting sold out. I think it was 2 nights, too, at Red Rocks where it was sold the fuck out. And I was hella surprised because, like, he'd never been my favorite, but I liked him and shit, and I was like, damn, like, that shit sold out, and, like, I had a bunch of...
No, apparently he's been selling out Red Rocks anytime, like, not as quickly as he is now, but, like, and,
It's crazy it's just crazy that he, like, gained momentum without, like, keeping up with his... like his hits, you know what I mean?
Tech
like,
Nine's the same way, really.
Yeah,
Tech
right,
Nine, in my personal opinion, has not really made a good album in a while.
Yeah.
Like, he has good songs every now and then, but as far as like a good album, I would say All 6s and 7s was my last. Like, one where I was like, yo, this is fuego.
He's good.
Fucking, that's so true. There's a lot of artists like that. What I think it is like they create an atmosphere from the beginning. Atmosphere. They create like a home, like a hub.
Yeah, so the fans they get are diehard fans. They're not gonna lose
even
them.
when and then maybe it's like,
and there are people who will go and show other people their music too. Like, most Atmosphere fans, they'll jump on any. Oh, you haven't heard of Idea? Like, all the time, I find that with a lot of those kind of fans. Like, they're very quick to like.
Yeah, true.
Try to do that, and you don't get that with a lot of other people.
Jared, please.
Like, a lot of people who are X fans, they're usually not showing the X music to other people because they know they're usually going to get shitted on for it, probably, but...
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think that's something to take note from, is like, you create a home for these people now. And like,
and that's what's beautiful is he gets to eat now. Like, I'm sure he's not... Okay, Atmosphere is probably making decent money now. But no, I mean, like, eating, you know, like, money-wise.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably tough as fuck those first, 5-10 years. But now he has all the connects. They probably, like, they already know which venues they're going to go to. They already probably have a person like, oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. We want to play this month. Where could you get, like, it's probably so easy for them at this point.
Same thing with Vinny Paz from Cypress Hill. And what's crazy is all these artists have something in common. Like, now that they're fucking have this second wind in them and they're, like, blowing the fuck up, like, I hear the same kind of thing from both of them, is that they're like, this might be the last album. Because they're, like, so burnt out from fucking all this, like, decade plus for both of them of fucking working and touring, and now they're getting the second wind, and fucking now they're like almost at the end, and because you can't like tour forever, like it gets hard.
It's
like,
hard on your body.
It's crazy. Like, that's something like me as a fucking starting out kind of artist. Like, I'm looking forward to all that shit. Like, touring like all the time, like fucking year round. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to do that. Like, I'm excited. Like, that shit sounds crazy.
It's pretty reassuring too that so many artists are reaching new heights of success later in their career. Like, once their body of work is recognized and you build that fan base.
Well, I think something that helps also a lot with it is Spotify and the way like we record our music now. Because back in the day, I think that was a huge thing with Atmosphere. Like, no one really just bumps Atmosphere like we do, but like not a lot of people just bump that in their car or just have a CD of it on hand. And so if you're not hearing a hard copy, you're not hearing that on the radio at all.
Yeah.
None of it.
Yeah.
But now with Spotify, it'll just come up on a playlist. Like, there's definitely an Atmosphere song that can fit in most playlists. And you're doing happy shit, they got that shit. Sad shit, they got that shit. And so I think, without a doubt for me, I've discovered way more artists like by times 10, even just this last year.
Yeah.
And like I know next year I'll discover even 100 times more. Like it's almost hard to keep up with, dog.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's something I haven't been able to like listen to any lyrics or music with lyrics in them in a while because I don't want it to affect my own writing. And like that's like I said in the last podcast, that's why I stopped reading your fucking posts and shit because I read that shit and I'm like, fuck, like give that to me now. Like I need that shit. So I just kind of avoid fucking while I'm writing. Like this is my writing period right now. I'm fucking until I'm done. But I really want to listen to a lot of the shit you suggest, and that's what I'm waiting to do. What other music? Music.
There's a couple albums I haven't listened to yet because, like I said, so much shit dropped. But
I just checked out
21 Pilots.
Yes,
just dropped an album.
Did you hear it?
No, but apparently it did really well first week. Like
who else were we talking about with Units?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. I guess that was the other big one. I just checked out Wax Future's album or EP, was it? Album before the podcast a little bit.
We had the burgers.
Yes, I like it. I always get when artists put like certain words in the name of their group. Like I have trouble. Like if you have Lucid or Lotus in the name of like your band, I have trouble because there's so many fucking bands with like Lucid Vision, Lotus Drops, fucking Flying Lotus. Yeah,
Lucid
like
Lotus.
Yeah, like it's so like
Yeah,
so
how many
back to
combinations
back.
of Lotus are there?
Yeah, Lotus.
Lucid.
Lucifer named Lucy, lucid dreaming about lotuses in lo-fi, luminescent
And
settings.
then same with Wax. So Wax Future. There's Wax Taylor. There's
Who's this Wax? The rapper.
Nightmares on Wax. There's Wax. So I have trouble. So I saw his shit for a while and like it's just confusing because I'm like, you got one of them words, bro, and like it's hard for me to fucking focus on your shit when you use one of those like words in your
generic, yeah.
It's not generic. It's like because Lotus and Lucid are not generic, but it's like
Lotus
something.
is kind of generic. It's enough that it's become a white girl tattoo.
That's like back in the day when I very first heard of Mac Miller and Meek Mills. Like I was like Mac Miller, Meek Mills, and Macklemore. Like I heard all three of them at the same time, and I was like, that's why.
They're like superhero names.
Yeah, Macklemore. Yeah.
And then there was an underground guy who back then and his name's Easy Mac, and he still goes by.
Oh, and then so it was Macklemore, Kendrick Lamar, Meek Mills, Mac Miller. Like I was just like with all four of them, I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing.
Bro, just
But then Mac Miller died, so it made it a little easier.
Damn.
Savage.
So, yeah.
He did die.
He did. True.
He's done.
He's dead.
He's weak.
Rip in peace.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is that that was
That's humor. I get it.
It was rough. It was
Yeah, man,
rough.
that still hurt as much as like Steve Irwin dying.
Steve Irwin.
Alright, we should resurrect Steve Irwin for a music video.
What? Resurrect Steve?
man.
That's
Why
me
not?
resurrecting.
Yeah.
Not
For the
Biggie.
clout, dog. For the clout.
He's not gonna want to be in our music video. He's gonna be like,
"Oh, what's
oh,
happening?"
look at these keys cracking.
How many?
And he's gonna fucking
how
run
many?
away and go fuck the keys.
If we resurrected fucking Steve Irwin, how many units do you think we'd sell first week?
If we resurrected Tupac, how many units would we sell?
You can't resurrect
alright.
someone if they're not dead.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Did you guys hear about this? Suge Knight's son?
Yeah, I heard all about it.
He just wants attention.
And I saw that
what it
stupid
is.
ass video too. Like, who's gonna start a fucking live video while they're getting like, they follow me right now, dog. Like, fuck, ooh, fucking running red lights and shit. Like, bro, fucking.
He just wants attention.
I mean, this sounds like a psychological disorder.
Yeah.
Sounds
Maybe he
fucked
really
up.
did see just a Tupac lookalike and just made him start freaking out.
There's some really convincing ones out there too.
The whole thing is, like, even if that did happen, like, after 4 years, like, Tupac came from America, like, where shit's always happening. Like, I don't just see that motherfucker, like, alright, this is my life now. And he just in some podunk fucking shit Malaysia town where he's just like, no one's ever gonna know you're here, but, like,
He's probably
this is
running
your life
shit
now.
in, like.
But if he was not, it'd be too known. Like, you can't hide that secret. The only way he's still alive is if he really just fucking went to some shit. Like, where there's, like, he wakes up every morning and there's his chickens. Like, he has chickens, he tends to chickens, and fucking everything's made out of fucking sheetrock, or not, you know, fucking it's all...
Bamboo or
Yeah,
something
exactly. Like, it's something simple, like, some simple shit. Like, that's the only way he's alive, and I don't see that fucking at all.
Tupac was an inside job, I think.
Tupac was... Yeah, what, Suge Knight?
Yeah.
According to Eminem, it was
I'm
dating.
sure Suge Knight was a terrible father, so his son probably does have this psychological problems.
Definitely, yes. And he's a bad friend. He killed his friend. You saw that. He ran over his buddy. Like, that's what his fucking charge is for. He ran over, like, some of his rivals, too, but his homie was the one who fucking died. Like, what an awful... I hate fucking friends like that. Like, friends who they're your homies, but when shit goes down, like, they're only after themselves, and you end up getting fucked up, like, in the thing. Like, I know people like that. I have this homie, fucking... He got in a car accident, and he was sitting in the back seat, and there was a dude in the front seat, and he's homies with all these people, but in that time of crisis, he only gives a fuck about himself, and he pushed, and they rolled the car, and he pushed, and, you know, it wasn't like a deadly, like, they all survived. They all survived and shit, but, they rolled the car, and in that moment where everyone's fucking supposed to be in there together, nope, he's like, nope, fucking, and he put his hands on the thing and pushed as hard as he could onto this, just to save himself.
Yeah.
So his homie in the front's getting fucking squished and shit, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I hate people like that, just, like, when it comes down to it, like, they're only, like, fucking think about themselves, or, like, think about, like, any other scenario, like, fucking, what if you're in, like, some bus or something, and fucking someone starts shooting, and, like, your homie's, like, just kicking you, like, crawling over you, or like, a bus falls in the lake, and the water starts coming up, your homie's, like, pushing you down to get out, and you're like, bro!
Like, what the fuck, yo?
Exactly.
I shared my sandwich with you.
And he's just like, nope, in this moment, I don't care about myself.
Super awkward. You live, and then later...
I know. Did you hear about that story? Oh, dude, okay, there's two bikers. There was two bikers, and they were biking on some trail, and a mountain lion came and fucking started attacking one of the fucking bikers, and the other biker bolted, and the cat saw the motherfucker bolt, and he said, what? No, and bolted after him, killed the friend who ran, and the one who stayed survived. So that's what you get. That's what you get, motherfucker. You don't leave your homie fucking stranded to fucking...
If he just stood right there, it would have been just fucking fine.
And that biker was Lance Armstrong.
That's how he lost his balls.
The mountain lion just got that one testicle.
That's all he got.
That's all he got.
Other one perfectly fine.
Was there somewhere in, in like, what was it called?
That reminds me, I went and saw fucking... The Revenant when it came out. I saw it tripping on one hit.
What was that?
It was. I was laughing. So I saw it with my dad. He didn't know I took a hit, but I took a hit and I went and watched it with him. And like while the bear scene is going, like pretty much from the bear scene. Have you guys seen it?
No, but that's the movie where he gets raped by the bear.
Yes, yes. Pretty much from the bear scene, all the way. Where's your guys' ashtray now?
Right to the left of you.
From the bear scene all the way to the end of the movie, I was fucking laughing. Cause like, fuck, I knew this was the movie that was, and I was, my dad was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I whispered to my dad, I was like, cause, have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, fucking, cause like after he gets mauled by the bear, he is crawling the rest of the movie, and I was like giggling so hard, and my dad's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, he's literally crawling his way to the Oscar. And my dad got it. He was like, oh, that's pretty fucking bad. So the whole rest of the movie, we were both giggling about it, and he did win that fucking Oscar, and he deserved it. I loved the movie. I was laughing because it was so like, I was tripping too. I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. Like, he's literally like, he was literally like,
he suffered 3rd-degree rug burns for all that crawling, so he deserved it. Yeah.
Did he?
I don't know.
That's like what you hear on the movie set, like where they do some scene and then they're like, I get
to see it. I get to see it just from like,
like the Django scene, like he cut his.
What happened in the?
He cut his hand open when he hammered the skull.
Oh yeah,
and he was like bleeding.
Yeah.
And he just kept. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He kept
fucking phenomenal.
Well,
and he had to like. Joel was saying the N-word and he was all uncomfortable, and Samuel Jackson was like, "Look, motherfucker, we got a movie to shoot."
He was all uncomfortable. Is that?
Yeah, well, yeah, because of how much it called for him to say it, and so
Wait,
he
how
like,
did he
putting too
not
much
know
effort-
that before he showed up?
Well, yeah,
on
but
set?
he just got uncomfortable. I
Probably
get
showed
it.
up on set the first day and it's just nothing but black people around
And he
him.
was like,
just
oh.
I didn't know it was gonna be like this. Yeah, and then Samuel.
But when you get Samuel L. Jackson, who's like, look, just
Yeah, we gotta
fucking
make-
say it.
yeah.
But like, alright. And he just, from then on, like, you couldn't get him to stop saying it. He's like, yo, we're not shooting that scene anymore. Stop.
Yeah. Well, fucking
Sorry, method acting.
Tom Cruise in the newest Mission Impossible, there's that scene where he breaks his ankle doing that stunt, and you could see it, and he still like gets up, finishes the scene, like limps away.
What? That's crazy.
You didn't see that?
No,
I'll show you. He fucking he's jumping from one building to the next, and he's barely supposed to like catch on, and he has the whole like he's held up and everything and whatever, but like he's still jumping and shit. When he jumps, he fucking and his ankle just like straight up. And and it's in the movie, like that scene's in the movie.
That's
yeah.
gangster, but
Who else? Fucking there's someone who was dancing on a piano and slipped. Oh, Mini Me.
Oh yeah.
When he broke his leg or something, like
Yeah.
dancing on that piano, and then one of the funniest scenes.
I mean, that's the thing for him. He's like, yo, man, you think that, you know, there's not that many midgets that could replace me, but like, pretty much that's the only job for midgets is to be in movies that need midgets. So he was like, I need this role.
Yeah.
And so he played with a broken foot.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if that's the reason. I think you just made that up.
No. Well, in all seriousness, no. The competition midgets for like is kind of stiff for sure.
Yeah.
Only reason why I know is my mom used to watch this show Pit Boss, and it's about this midget that was a former. He was in jail for 10 years
Hold on,
for
are we supposed to
manslaughter.
call them midgets now? Is that still a thing, or is it? Like,
I don't care if they like it or not. What are they gonna do? Fight me?
I guess you're right. Yes.
How many little people do you think you take on, Dom?
I would definitely take on at least 4 or 5. Why do you think I want to go to midget wrestling? That's what they call it. It's called midget wrestling.
On the flyer.
Dude, the one that just came to town.
Yeah, I'm so sad I missed it.
Yes.
You gotta go to this
You're
next
right.
one.
You're right.
But anyways,
It's an experience. We gotta see it. You down?
so
Yeah.
these midgets, they ran a pit bull like adoption thing.
I've heard of the show.
But one of the guys on there, he doesn't really want to work there. His dream is to be an actor.
Uh-huh.
But every time he tries out for shit, they're like, can you play the little kid or
Yeah.
can you play the elf? And he was actually one of the dwarves in Snow White.
What the fuck else is he supposed to get? What
I
does he
know.
want? What does
I
he
know.
want?
He wants like a normal role where he's just a midget, but no one acknowledges
No
that
one
he's a midget.
acknowledges it.
And it's like, that's
No.
not the real world, dog.
Here's the last time they did some bullshit
I
like
guess Game
that.
of Thrones, do they ever really
Yeah.
acknowledge that he's a midget in there?
But they make fun of his height the whole.
Okay,
fucking
good,
time.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No. But the last time they did some bullshit like that was in fucking Malcolm in the Middle, where they had his best friend. Oh, he's just a black kid that's in a wheelchair and he talks funny. Like there's no big. But then every time you have to hear him talk, is.
But they do explain it when they first meet him. He's like asthma.
Yeah, I guess.
No, but
then,
he's saying like
it's
no one
just-
really like teases him as much.
Well,
as
I don't care if they don't tease him or nothing, but it's just like annoying. It's just like, bro, I get what you guys are trying to do. Like, it's really cool, but now I have to sit through his fucking condition the whole time. And he's just like, Malcolm. And I don't mean to make fun of him if that's really how he is, but like, bro, like, don't make him the fucking best friend. Like, get a fucking white kid who's healthy.
That's how he felt about what's his name in Breaking Bad too.
Oh,
Jesse?
Jesse? What? Who?
No, the son.
Yeah.
Oh, the son with the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it borders on the line of gimmicky, but I don't know. You know
That was
what?
Walter, right?
His
Walter
son?
Jr.
Was
Walter
it?
Jr.,
Oh, Walter
yeah.
Jr.?
Walter Jr.
Okay.
See,
So, yeah.
he was so gimmicky I couldn't remember. He's just Junior.
He just Junior.
W Jr.
Yeah. Fuck. What was I about to say?
Dude,
What, Dan?
Nothing.
You want to go in the pool,
What are you
Dan?
trying to fight?
You want to get the cat, Dan? You want to get the
Get the
cat and the dogs?
I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna walk out now.
You need adrenaline? I got a
Is this our
trend
first
right here.
walk off?
Yeah, the
Okay,
first
yeah.
walk off. Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Throw the flag.
No, that's
Where are you
gonna
going?
happen when we're sitting here just reviewing shit, and you're like, I saw the new Michael Bay movie. I loved it, and I will walk off on that day, and I will not come back.
Here's the thing about Michael
Going straight
Bay
to the
movies.
bar.
Fuck you.
thing about Michael Bay movies.
Preach.
Once you get fucking made fun of on South Park and someone breaks down your formula like that, like it's hard to come back from that.
And
like
they
we saw.
continue on with the same formula too. They're like,
Dude,
yeah,
we have to talk about the new South Park,
But
but first let me say that fucking Matt Damon was showed on the fight last night, and as soon as Matt Damon's face came on, all the fucking motherfuckers around me, Matt Damon! Like, those South Park motherfuckers have some motherfucking power.
Yeah.
But the first episode, I want to talk about that. The first one of the new season. What was it? What was
school
fucking...
shooting.
Oh, the Dead Kids. That's what it's called. And at the end of the episode, it just says fucking #cancel South Park.
So I have a theory about that.
Yes.
So either are they trying to get Comedy
like, they
Central
don't
to
wanna-
cancel them, or are they like getting ahead of the curve of because they're like, fuck it, people are already gonna say can't #cancel South Park. We may as well throw it in the credits.
This is what I think
and
is
just get
fucking...
it trending on that.
They were
and
coming
then
up
get
on the
it
new
more-
season.
They can't lose.
They were coming up on the new season, and someone was like, yo, like, you guys barely slipped away last year, but, like, we're really in fucking PC culture now, so you guys really have to think. And then they were like, fuck it, we'll get canceled, if anything.
Yeah.
South Park is not touching them. They're the best. Have you seen Comedy Central? Or, did I say South Park? I meant Comedy Central
yeah.
is not touching them. Have you seen Comedy Central lately? They are garbage. Their commercials are fucking garbage. It's such garbage. I saw this one commercial on there.
Oh my god.
It's all fucking like, dude, it's so sad. Like, there was this, it was a long one too. Like, it was a emergency generator. Have you guys seen this one? It's an emergency generator for your house. And they were literally in the fucking commercial. They were like, we don't know what the future holds with like, and I think they hinted to like Trump, and they hinted to fucking nuclear war, and they hinted to some crazy shit on a fucking TV commercial. They were like,
It's like
this
this
could
band like 30 to like 45 to like a minute.
Yeah, no, it was long. It was
Like
it was like
commercial?
compared to like a fucking normal commercial,
God,
which is
dude,
fucking
this
30
is
seconds. It was probably like a minute long. And they were literally trying to scare people. They were like, fucking, our world could be different. Our world could be different. You better get this generator. You never know. Oh, and they said something about the power grid. This was insane to hear on a commercial. They were like, if the power grid goes out, fucking, we'll only have, like, people start looting, and people start doing all sorts of crazy. Like, they were saying this in a commercial, and they were like, that's why you have to, like, look at our fucking generator. And this is on Comedy Central. Comedy Central is the most sellout fucking corporate fucking bullshit. Like, the only thing, like, that's why they're not touching South Park. Like, whatever the fuck South Park wants to do, like, go ahead.
Do you think South Park could go to Hulu as like an exclusive?
Hulu, it's already on Hulu.
Yeah, I know it's on Hulu.
You mean exclusive?
Like,
See, that's the
get
other
up and,
reason
like,
that
go on,
Comedy
like, the
Central's
streaming.
such trash, because they made a fucking deal with Hulu instead of obviously Netflix, where there's
See,
no
that's what we're talking
commercial.
about.
That's such bullshit. Hulu pisses me off with the fucking commercials. Such bull. Advertisements in general.
Like, you know, they had the other package. At least they give the option.
I laugh at advertisements now. Like, anytime I see them, like, even
Yeah,
on
but
the...
no, fuck Netflix. You know what Netflix is doing now?
What?
They fucking throw commercials in between your episodes for other shows.
Yeah.
And, like, you can skip them, but half the time, so if you're watching, like, a show that's more than 20 minutes, your controller just shuts yourself off. So the fucking ad starts playing, you're like, oh, fuck, I don't want to watch this. You go to turn your thing on, you're pressing the thing, like, hurry fucking turn on, and you accidentally hit the home button too many times, X's out of the app, and now you gotta fucking re-go through the whole goddamn thing.
And your shit keeps dying, so now you're fucking... Yeah.
So, fuck Netflix, because they're doing that now. And it's like, I pay extra. I'll pay the extra $2. Stop giving me this
to
shit.
never do that ever again. Because I
Yeah.
fall asleep to Netflix shows too. I don't want to fucking have some advertisement sneak its way into my fucking
true. No, and here's the
oven.
thing, too.
Like a mini episode
Yeah, and it
of like a cooking show. one
Show, yeah,
time.
not
I'm
even,
like,
it doesn't even try to target, like, the
I'm
shit you're
what the
into.
fuck are you-
Dude, they do
No.
the same shit with
What the fuck
fucking...
you looking at?
They do the same shit because I'll watch podcasts on fucking YouTube, and then they have... YouTube is trash too.
Oh my god, no, because you have some that you can't skip, some that are only 30 seconds, and then sometimes you have ones that are a full minute that you can't skip.
Get this, now they have this one advertisement that pops up. I'm sure there's more, but it's this fucking dude. His name is Dom, coincidentally, but he is this super douchey. I have to show you guys. I have to show you after, and it's just this commercial of him. Hey guys, it's your favorite Texan Dom, and join me for my weekly podcast where I talk. And it's like advertising his, like, it's a corporate podcast.
No, I know. All the time I see ones where some guy's like,
me.
it's some entrepreneur guy, and he's like, I taught this guy how he could make money teaching people how to play the
Yeah.
piano on YouTube.
All the
Subscribe
I hate
to me.
those.
And it's like, oh my. So your career is trying to make YouTube careers for other people.
That's
through
what
your
it
YouTube
was.
channel.
That's so funny too.
That's just a pyramid scheme with extra steps.
When I was looking up like tutorials on like making music and certain shit I wanted to learn, like I'd watch these people and they'd be showing me, and I'd always be kind of suspicious of it. I'd be like, bro, how are you showing me this? Like, how am I supposed to trust you when you can't? And they'll show me an example of like their music and how they use it. I'm like, bro, your shit's garbage. Like, how are you teaching me how to? Like, I just have to pick the meat and leave the bones from what they're teaching me. I'm like, bro, like if you're, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird type of thing where people like are trying to teach you something, because those who can't do,
No, I remember
teach.
best thing was when I was trying to learn how to roll a blunt. The guy
Thank you,
explained
sir.
how, like, he rolled the blunt immaculately, but as he was explaining it, he was not explaining it the way he was doing it at all. And I was like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
what
he
the fuck is
talking
this?
about?
Yeah. I think something like that happened. There was a weed book that I used to have, and one of the pages was Method Man showing you how to roll a blunt. But like, it was really hard to get from the book, because it's like he wasn't like all he said is you roll like this, then you start in the middle, but like he wasn't. It's hard. This was before YouTube and all that shit, so it was like fucking really, yeah.
Didn't really explain what the fuck you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and it's just hard to see it, like get it from a book or whatever. Anything else before we wrap up? We're at 1 hour right now. Sir. Halloween, catch us at Cervantes, Lion's Den, Lion's Lair, Komozo. Dan's passing out. We're about to go toss him in the pool. Blunt Raps. This is episode 10.
What's that?
Peace out, motherfuckers. Push the space bar.